Hey guys, welcome to Pinterest in 10 minutes a day, where I am here to empower busy moms take control of your online business using Pinterest marketing in just 10 minutes a day. My goal is to teach you the ins and outs of do-it-yourself Pinterest marketing, share success stories, and provide actionable tips to help you grow your business. Get ready to learn, make the most out of your limited time and resources, and achieve big results. So let's get started building your online presence today. Now, this is a super exciting episode. I get questions all the time about Etsy and TPT sellers. So, if you are an Etsy or a teacher paid teacher seller and you're juggling kids, life, getting your shop up, and you're wondering, is Pinterest even worth my time? This episode is for you. By the end, you'll understand if Pinterest can actually bring buyers to your shop without eating up your whole day. And I'm also going to share you one easy tip on how you can try and dive in today. Okay, the very first thing I hear is Pinterest just seems like another thing I have to do. Is it even going to help my sales, right? When you do Etsy, you have to get up your shop, but not only that is you have to create the things that you're putting in your shop, and same with TPT. Pinterest is a lot. It seems like another social media platform that you have to be on, engaging and that type of thing. But listen, Pinterest is different. It's not a social media platform where you have to post every single day, chase likes, and respond to comments. It's actually a visual search engine. So people go there to find ideas, they go to their plan, and they go there to buy stuff. And even if your shop is small or brand new, you can still get seen. One of my favorite things about Pinterest is the big fish and the small fish all play together. Pinterest kind of is a good level ground when you use your SEO and keywords, because pinners don't look for specific brand. They don't have a brand searches. They look for Easter printables or Easter party ideas or kids' birthday party ideas. They're not looking for target specific birthday party ideas, right? So 90% of the traffic that comes from Pinterest to your shops, they don't even know your brand yet, right? So the small little shops, the new shops can still blend in with those big shops, and you still have that equal opportunity of getting pinners because it is a search engine. So with Etsy shops, with TPT sellers, it's a gold mine. TPT sellers, teachers are on their planning months ahead. And especially with Etsy, a lot of Etsy has seasonal content. So you're able to go on there months ahead. So when the pinners start coming to plan for Valentine's Day or Mother's Day, your content is already there. They save pins for later and they come back to buy when they are ready. So I want to give you guys a super quick thing to test it out. Grab one of your listings. Let's say we're at Easter time coming up. Let's say you have a Holy Week printable. Okay, so grab one of those listings, use keywords from the title and description that you have either on TPT or on Etsy, and you want to make a normal pin, not a square pin. So it's about 1000 by 1500 pixels, right? It's longer, it's taller and skinnier. And you're going to add a pretty text overlay, and you're going to have Easter Holy Week printable, and then you're going to click a buy now or grab a here button and upload it to Pinterest, link it to that sales page, and see what happens. One of the biggest mistakes I see with Etsy and TPT sellers is they don't know how to create pins that actually create sales. They might get some traffic, they will definitely get impressions, but you're not getting those clicks and sales. And what I really want to intensify is normal images from Etsy and TPT aren't enough to bring you traffic and convert into sales with Pinterest, okay? But I have good news for you. Starting April 1st is a Pinterest intensive. There's seats for only 12, and I will be doing 4 live calls, and we are going to talk about how to use Pinterest specifically for Etsy and TPT sellers. And in there, a whole call is going to be how to create pins that turn views into clicks, saves, and most importantly, sells, because this is a big pain point that I see on a lot of Etsy and TPT sellers. Okay. So Pinterest is a perfect search engine for you to get more traffic and sales to your site, even if there are many other fish in the pond. Go on, check out just your niche and see what there is. Okay. The second thing about Pinterest is it is perfect for busy mom entrepreneurs. When I started back on Pinterest years ago for my first business, teaching about food storage and emergency preparedness, I had 2 kids at the time. I was on Instagram, I was on Facebook, I was on something else, and I was on Pinterest. And I spent so much time on all those platforms. So after a year, I'm like, I don't have time for this. I don't like to be on my phone all the time with my kids. It's my business, but something has to give. And I looked at to see what platform was bringing the most traffic, and it was Pinterest. My jaw dropped because I was spending the least amount of time on Pinterest. Okay. Pinterest is a perfect platform for bringing in traffic and sales for busy mom entrepreneurs because it is not a social platform. You're busy with kids, you're busy creating things for your shop, running your shop, updating listing, and everything else that moms have to do, right? How do you have time to do Pinterest? Well, one, it does take time to learn Pinterest to get that profile set up to attract the right leads and sales. Okay. That again, we're going to go over in the Pinterest intensive. And the very first call is getting your profile set up. It does take that initial 3 to 5 hours to get that Pinterest set up the right way. But once you have your pinning strategy in place, a seasonal strategy in place, you're only spending 10 minutes a day on Pinterest, and it will save you time because it is a search engine. So it's like Google and YouTube. The only people who are seeing your pins are people who are actively looking for information about that. So that means any clicks and traffic are ready to buy, or they're ready to learn more and they are actively interested in it. Okay. For TPT, you can use it to grow your email list. And when you're emailing out those people, you're able to get those sales from the emails. I know I use Pinterest to grow my email list. A lot of my sales don't directly come from Pinterest, they come from the email list. But whether you're Etsy or TPT, you can still use Pinterest to bring in traffic and those initial sales, especially because a lot of your products are typically that smaller price point. And Pinterest, again, they're not brand specific. So if they haven't learned about your Etsy shop or your TPT shop before, they're still willing to buy your stuff because you are on a solid platform. Okay. My Pinterest intensive is exactly built for Pinterest moms. It's 4 live calls that you can watch the replay with. The calls will be an hour and there'll be a homework for every single one. And so you'll do the call, you'll have about 2 weeks to implement the homework, and then we will have the next call. So it walks you step by step what you need to do so you can fit it into your real life with bite-sized wins, so that at the end of all of these 8 calls, you walk away with a strategy, a seasonal strategy, knowing how to create pins that sells as a busy entrepreneur. Okay. And you're going to save time because I am walking you through it versus you having to figure it out on your own. Okay. So Pinterest is perfect to get traffic and sales. Pinterest is perfect for busy mom entrepreneurs. You don't have to go like, you don't have to go comment. You're literally, once your profile is set up, it's 10 minutes a day, get on, get off, and go get back to running your shop and being a creator, which is what you love to be. Okay. The very last thing I want to cover is free Pinterest trainings versus paid Pinterest trainings. I totally get it when you are a new business owner, you're paying money for the shop, you're paying money for your crafts. I used to sell felt fishing games and stuff, and it is a lot of time. So you're adding in social media on top of this. Is it worth it to do a paid training to learn how to get your Pinterest set up and do it right the first time? 1000%. Okay. So first of all, my Pinterest intensive is $97 for the entire 4 live calls plus homework. My one-on-one paid clients pay $197. So you're already saving $100, but you're getting 4 hours instead of 1 hour. But I did all of the free stuff. I did all of the free stuff for years, and it took me a good 3 years to build a solid Pinterest strategy. This is someone that is very strategic, efficient, organized, and I'm able to pinpoint and pick out what needs to be done and what needs to be changed to see what's working and not working. You can 100% do a lot of the free trainings out there, but with YouTube, with blog, and they are helpful, but the catch is it's scattered. You try this one, you tried this one, you tried this one. How new is it? How old is it? They're getting these stats, but you're getting these stats. So are they even in your niche? Are they not in your niche? You can try one tip, and then you're going to wait months to see if it works. And then you tweak it, and then you wait months and another to see it work. And it is frustrating, and it leads to burnout, and it leads to your husband saying, you've had your shop open for a year and you're barely making any sales. I've been there 1000%. So the hardest part with Pinterest is figuring out keywords, and a lot of people will pick keywords too broad or too small. So in the intensive, we're going to talk about keywords and how to use keywords. The other thing to understand is when your profile is set up right, it can take 6 to 9 months to really make that first sell. Hopefully not, but it can take that long for your information to get cataloged into the Pinterest algorithm. It is not social media. Your posts don't show up there for 24 hours. The lifespan of a pin is 3 to 6 months. And if it's a seasonal pin for Christmas, that's going to pop back on next Christmas. I still get a ton of traffic from a pin that I created over 5 years ago. Okay. So Pinterest is a long-term strategy. So it takes a long time for Pinterest to understand the profile, to read those keywords, to really know what you're about. You think about a small snowball at the top of the hill. But the longer you're on Pinterest consistent, which only takes 10 minutes a day, the bigger and the faster that snowball is going to go down the hill. So if you invest a little bit, 97 at the beginning, to get your profile set up, to get your niche set up, to get that snowball moving down the hill faster, you will see that ROI a lot faster. I am 100%, I will go to free trainings all I can. As I've started making more money in my business and I started investing into trainings, my sales doubled way quicker because I wasn't doing one tip here, one tip there, and you weren't giving that burnout, okay? Pinterest doesn't need fresh new content and a ton of engagement, but it does take strategy and keywords and getting it set up, okay? So as an Etsy shop, as a TPT, Pinterest doesn't need to be a maybe. If you want to scale that business without having to constantly do Instagram posts and constantly do Facebook posts, then I highly recommend Pinterest. It's a long-term strategy. It's a search engine strategy. It's an SEO strategy. I always recommend having a short-term strategy. So for me, I use Facebook as a short-term strategy for quick wins to see what's working. Pinterest is a long-term strategy. That being said, I still spend 3 times as much time on Facebook than I actually do on Pinterest bringing in clients. Okay. So bottom line is Pinterest is great if you want to bring in those traffic and sales consistently over time and build up over time. And 2, if you want to save time doing that because it is a search engine. So the longer you're on it, the more you're going to see. And it only takes about 10 minutes a day once your profile set up. And the third thing is you can do free trainings, you can do paid trainings. It's up to you. But what you really need to understand is if what you have done isn't working and you don't see that growth in about 3 months, chances are you don't have the profile, the keywords, that type of thing set up, or it's the pins and there's something that needs to be tweaked. Okay. So I love this. Pinterest is perfect for Etsy and TPT sellers. So I want to give you guys an action step. So what I want you to do is I want you to hop on Pinterest and I want you to search your niche. So let's say you are a second grade math teacher. I want you to type in elementary math teacher or second grade math plans, right? Type in that Pinterest, or let's say you do, we will go back to the Easter printable, right? Type in Easter printables or holiday printables or Christian printables. Type in your product ideas and look at the top pins. See what pins are doing well. Not the sponsored pins, but look and see what pins are doing well. A lot of people shy away from Pinterest because they're like, there's too many people in the niche. It's already oversaturated. But it's not oversaturated because the fact that people are searching and looking for that means there is room for you. It means there is a niche that is demand. And when you get your profile set up, you use your keywords and you have a strategic strategy to follow Pinterest best practices, you will see more traffic and more sales with your Etsy and your TPT sales. It doesn't matter how much traffic you get from Pinterest if it's the wrong type of traffic. So getting that profile set up for the right type of traffic will bring in more money to your shop. Okay, so if you're ready to stop guessing and you're ready to fill your shop with more buyers, I highly recommend joining my Pinterest intensive specifically for Etsy and TPT sellers. Currently, at the time of this recording, which I recorded at the very beginning of the month of March, there are 10 spots left. There are only 12 spots allowed in it because it will be live coaching group call. I will post that link below. It's only $97. It's a steal of a deal. Head to that link, grab your spot. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions about anything, I will love to answer them in my free Facebook group, Woman on Pinterest. I will see you guys over there, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye for now.